Hello and welcome to another edition of Insight, the Greater Cleveland Partnership feature that focuses upon areas of interest to the Greater Cleveland business community. I'm Steve Lutner, and joining me today is Marty McCann, Senior Vice President of Advocacy for the Greater Cleveland Partnership. Hi, Marty.
Hi, Steve.
Marty, today you and I are going to be talking about a very important issue, the issue of dredging the Cuyahoga River where it empties into Lake Erie. Let's just start off with some context. Why is it important to dredge that part of the river annually or biannually?
Our region was founded at the intersection of the lake and the river, and it's as important today as it's ever been. 6+ miles up the river, you have one of the highest steel producing facilities in the world, and it employs 1,900 people. That reverberates through our economy, the impact that that organization has. There are a number of other businesses along that path. So it's critical that we get that dredged on a regular basis, so that businesses can get the raw materials up and down that river. And it's an ongoing challenge that we have with the Army Corps of Engineers.
So that those big ore boats can navigate the river. It's got to be dredged. Usually in the past, it's the Army Corps' responsibility to do the dredging. They've taken this dredged sediment in the past and deposited it in some sort of containment vessels by Burke. Is that correct?
Correct. On the northeast side of Burke, there are confined disposal facilities where the Army Corps of Engineers and working in partnership with the port would deposit the dredge material. Over the last several decades, that's the way it's gone. In the recent years, there's been sort of an annual challenge with the Army Corps of Engineers, who now wants to deposit that material in the open lake. And it was deposited in the confined disposal facilities because it was determined at the time that that dredge material was bad. It was toxic. It was not good for the lake. The Army Corps of Engineers says it's fine now. It's no worse than the lake, and we're fine dumping this in the open lake. But a lot of partners in our community and the Ohio EPA disagree. They think that that material from the entirety of the lake, from the lake all the way up the 6+ miles of the river, is still not of the type that we would want that deposited in the open lake. Our lake is too fragile. It's the shallowest of all the Great Lakes. It's a real big concern. So that's the challenge and the disagreement that we're working through right now.
And that's a loud and seemingly growing chorus of people that are leaders and organizations here in Cleveland that object to the Corps' suggestion that this sediment can be dumped in the open lake, where the fear is that it could disturb fishing stocks or drinking water even, and it could trigger these environmental problems that could trigger economic problems.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen challenges across the Great Lakes region and with drinking water and other challenges, and we're not immune to those sorts of things. And we should not, it's too big of a risk for us to take as a community to assume that a study that's been done that disagrees with another study that's been done is something that we should take that risk to potentially harm our lake in such a way.
A federal court last year ruled against the Army Corps on this, but still this debate continues. The Greater Cleveland Partnership will continue to monitor it.
And we will.
Thanks, Marty.
Thanks, Steve.
And thanks for watching another edition of Insight. In the weeks and months ahead, we'll be examining more issues of interest to the Greater Cleveland business community.